And hello guys, and welcome to another video. I know I haven't made the video in a while, sorry about that. I will try to make more videos and update you guys on things that have been going on, but this is an emergency video that I wanted to make because I have been assaulted and threatened by a absolutely crazy criminal that rents an apartment next door to me. This is in Moscow, suburban Moscow, Russia. Дайте телефон, собственник.
Тебе?
Да.
Ты кто такой?
Я живу здесь рядом,
Да я рад
коренной
за тебя.
москвич. Ты же говорил, что ты мне руки оторвешь, что ты мне из окна
Я бы
выкинешь.
оторвал бы с удовольствием.
Вот видите? Так, на
делай.
видео угрозы записаны, и это видео пойдет в полицию.
Хорошо. Иди отсюда.
Я живу здесь, я здесь родился, а ты приехал. Ты откуда приехал? The guy looks like a complete terrorist, and he basically, I put a description of the video inside the video, you can take a look at it. And please share the video with, bloggers, Western media or whatever, because honestly, I'm just completely sick and tired of the absolute lawlessness that's been going on here in Russia regarding things like this, where a person assaults someone, threatens someone, and the police doesn't do anything. And this is going on at the same time where they're pouring tons of propaganda about Westerners moving to Russia. And yet when someone moves from the West to Russia, like I did, okay, I lived for 25 years in the United States. All I wanted to do, and again, this is irregardless of politics, which I'm not at liberty to express my views on this whole thing, even though my views do not fit the typical stereotype of two sides, I'm still not able to, because I don't want problems associated with that. But basically, I was willing to overlook all of the issues and live in Russia, just work remotely, right? And be left in peace. None of that came true. I'm not able to work remotely because all of the internet has been turned off. So that's a complete failure. They block VPNs, basically making it impossible for people to work online. For people who work online with any kind of international resource, and that's basically 98% of all of the people who work online in Russia. So online work is like dead unless you work completely for a Russian company or the Russian government, and those people it's very few people. But anyway, I was even willing to overlook all of that because I like living in my home country where I was born, right? I was born here, and who can blame me for living here? I couldn't do that. So I buy this apartment, next door move in these terrorists who look like literal terrorists, who put their things in the corridor, make noise, and when I told them politely to stop doing that, the guy called my mom and told her he was gonna kill me. And then he told me on the phone he was gonna kill me as well. And there's a video, again, go on the shorts feed and look at that. This is the things that go on in Russia, and they don't even care, right? They make this tons of videos about trying to entice Westerners to move to Russia, which gets, by the way, huge government money. And okay, that's fine. I'm not even having an issue with that. But when a person from the West moves to Russia and has problems, they literally scare people into, when I post online something I don't like about my own life in Russia, my private life, I get threats about being called a traitor or some kind of other bullshit, and they try to hide that from whatever. Then they're at the same time trying to promote Russia as a place for people to move to. You cannot promote a place to move to, and if someone complains about anything in that place, then they attack these people. It is insane that kind of shit is going on, excuse my French, but it is going on. And obviously this has driven a lot of native Russians to move abroad, There has been a huge amount of people moved away, like 1 million people moved away, and then like 100 Americans or Canadians moved to Russia. So 1 million Russians move away and 100 people move back. But they're okay with that, Also, not even that, there is an equal number of migrants moving out. So the same number of native Russians who move out, and there is a huge number of migrants that come in at the same time, and that's completely fine with them as well. So take a look at the video, share it, because I'm sick and tired of this stuff going on. It is just impossible to tolerate anymore. And when I post about this on my Russian channel, I get all kinds of idiotic comments saying I need to go to the psychiatric hospital or something. And the reason they do that is because back in the Soviet Union, putting someone in a psychiatric hospital was a way to silence them. So any kind of dissent that was, if people said something against the Soviet Union, they were put in a psychiatric hospital as punishment. So that's basically what they're doing. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thank you.